All right, so we are back with your favorite consumer law expert, guys. What's up? I got a very special guest today, a very, very, very special guest because let me give you a little background. So, legal representation is one of the things that our community is lacking, right? And a lot of people believe that they have to go to an attorney to go pay $300, $500 for a consultation. When I met this king right here, Alistair, I got told that, yo, Daraine, that's not the case. You can get legal representation at your fingertips, in your pocket 24/7. So today, my good friend Alistair is here. He's from Legal Shield, and I'm going to tell you guys why you need to have legal protection 24 hours in your pocket at your fingertips, ready to go.
I appreciate that, man. Alistair Edwards, like I said, born in England, grew up in Jamaica, here in America.
Yardman.
Yardman, you know, coming across the country, and the first experience me had was with an officer.
Oh, my God.
You know what I mean? I was, my parents did a house exchange, and it just so happened we exchanged houses with a Jewish family who lived in a white neighborhood. They wanted to retire, older couple. They moved to Jamaica, lived in our house. And my second week here, walking into the house, the police surrounded the house and pulled me out.
Pulled you out?
Yanked me through the front door, put me on the ground, put guns to my head, and said he got him. And I said, I live here, and they laughed. There's no way this young black man.
So you were being profiled?
I was being profiled. And luckily, my mother came with it. She had just happened to be pulling up a few minutes after. I was 14 years old, 2 weeks in America.
Wow, that must have been a scary experience.
I still remember it to this day. But when I came across Legal Shield, one of the things that it said is you have 24-hour access for any emergency situation. Meaning you can call an attorney at any time. And I can only imagine what that experience was or how different it would have gone had I known my rights. But more so had access to my rights. It doesn't make sense just to know your rights, because if you know your rights but don't have access to them, you might as well not know them. Right?
That's a whole bar.
They're only good if you have access to them. And so, you know, I started working with public supermarkets when I was 14, 15, did a 27-year career with them. And in 2003, someone asked me to look at what is now called Legal Shield. And it took me 6 months to look at it because I just didn't think it was possible. I thought it was a scam. For you to tell me I can have access to some of the top-ranked law firms across the country and only pay a small monthly fee, I was like, there's got to be a catch.
People are used to $300, $500, for a consultation from a lawyer. So that sounds just buku right now, just hearing about it.
I mean, I'm thinking, you know, have they passed the bar? Are they behind the bar? Are they at the bar? I mean, what kind
are
of...
they over the bar?
Are they over the bar? You know
are they waiting on the bar?
Right. So I'm just trying to figure out what kind of law firm. And then, you know, eventually, after major convincing, the guy that got me in the business got me to go to a presentation. And it just made sense. You know what I mean? It was the same time I was getting ready. Two of my kids are adopted. They're in their 20s now, but they were about 5 and 6 at the time. And I needed to get a will done. And my frat brother, who was an attorney, was going to do it for me for a discount. He said, I'll do it for you for $500. He said, I usually charge $1,200. And I go to this presentation, and they say, we do your will, your living will, and your medical health care directive. And it's included in the membership for like $29 a month.
Wow.
I was like, well, let me try that first. And if that don't work, then I'll pay the $500.
So you're saying that a cost that would be about $1,200 for the regular person, through Legal Shield, you were able to get that for a $29.99 a month?
Yeah. So they'll do your will, your living will, your medical health care directive, and your financial directive for you and your spouse or significant other. So you're basically getting two.
Oh, wow.
So I think what is most important about their feature is they give you unlimited telephone consultation, meaning you can call in and...
You said unlimited?
Unlimited. So at any time you can call in, ask whatever question it is. The person that intakes the call is going to give you a case number, and then they're going to find the attorney in the network that has the expertise in that area of law. So you may call in at 1 o'clock and say, I got a question about my taxes. You can call back at 2 o'clock and say, I'm dealing with a family issue. You get a family attorney. So now you got a family attorney calling you back. You got a tax attorney calling you back for a different situation. Do you pay too much for car insurance?
Oh, yeah.
So
dude,
if you get
you don't want to get my horror story.
Well, imagine if you get a speeding ticket or a moving violation. What happens to your points?
Speeding ticket?
Yeah, so if you get a speeding ticket or a moving violation, now you get points on your license. Your insurance is going to go even higher.
True.
Well, as a member of Legal Shield, you just pull your phone out, take a picture of that ticket, hit send, it goes directly to the law firm.
Wait. What?
Yep. And then their first objective is to see if they can go to court and get those points removed. So that way your insurance doesn't go up.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And I tell you why you need to have a will. And, you know, I usually never really talk much about a will. But in 2021, I went back to the doctor to get the results from a physical, and he said, Alistair, for your age, you're probably one of the healthiest people in my office. That was on a Tuesday. That Saturday, I'm working out, and I felt something pop in my brain. Like I felt it. Blacked out for a minute, had a massive headache. And like an idiot, I just took some aspirin and Tylenol.
Well, that's what we were told, right? Go take some Tylenol or some aspirin.
Right. Monday it got worse. Tuesday I'm on a Zoom and a lady on my team said, Mr. Edwards, with all due respect, you need to go to the doctor. You don't sound like yourself. Don't even look like yourself.
Oh, wow.
So I go to urgent care. The guy comes out, takes my vitals. I tell him what happened over the weekend. He hands me this yellow slip. He said, Mr. Edwards, you need to go straight to the hospital, like right now. I go to Kennestone Hospital. I check in. I hand them the slip. They rush me past everybody in the emergency room. Get me in a room. They do a CAT scan. They come back and do an MRI. And then right after that, a different doctor walks in. He said, Mr. Edwards, I'm the neurosurgeon on duty. He says, do you have a will? I say, yeah. He said, do you have a living will? I say, yeah. He said, do you have a medical health care directive? I say, yeah. He says, good. Since you have all those documents in place, we can move swiftly. He says, my surgical team will be up here in about 10 minutes to prep you. We're going into emergency surgery.
Surgery?
They did an angiogram. I had a busted blood vessel in my brain.
Oh, my God.
But I say all of that to say this. That surgery would have been delayed had I not have had a medical health care directive, had I not had a will, had I not had all those things in place. The average attorney, if you were to call a law firm right now and say, hey, I need to get my will done, right? Average attorney is going to charge you anywhere from $800 to $2,000, right? With this membership, they do that for you for free. It's included in the membership.
Oh, wow. You stayed ready so you didn't have to get ready to delay your surgery. Oh, wow. That's a whole...
Yeah.
There's two things now. So, right, I signed up for the family plan and I also signed up for the business plan, right? Could you give me some insights to share to everybody? Because a lot of people that come to my channel, they are credit repair business owners or other type of business owners. And I think the business plan, the business package would really benefit them. But at the same time, they have families. And I want their families to be protected as well. So could you dive a little bit into the family and then the business?
So I'll actually recommend 3 plans. This is what I personally have. The family plan, right? So it's $29.95 a month. That protects me and my children, right? That covers us in every legal situation. It covers any family situation. So if a contractor comes to my house and messes up, I can call the law firm. If I have an issue with my car, like I told you, I can call the law firm. If they get pulled over late at night, they can call a law firm. That's the family plan. We also have an ID shield plan, our identity theft protection. So I have that also. Identity theft is now the #1 crime in America. They say it's the fastest growing crime. They say 1 out of every 3 Americans will be a victim.
I've been a victim too.
So we use ID Shield. Forbes just ranked them the #1 identity theft protection service. They monitor every single database, but most of all, they do what we call the restoration work. So if you become a victim of identity theft, you or anyone in your family, you have a licensed investigator assigned to your case whose sole responsibility is to restore your identity back to its original form. It's backed with a $1 million protection policy guarantee. Now, think about it. I don't know if for those of you that have been a victim of identity theft, just think about the headache you had to go through. First of all, who do I call? Where do I start, right? Why worry about that? You give power of attorney to your licensed investigator, the person that has the experience in restoring identities, and you go back to your business and let that person handle that for you, right? It comes with a VPN, a virtual private network. So when you travel, you can use your personal internet without getting compromised, right? There's some other features that go on there. And because you've paired the identity theft with the legal plan, it also helps with some credit counseling. So if the identity theft plan looks at your report and says, well, hey, we should probably write a letter on this, they partner with the law firm. The law firm writes the letter. It goes out on their letterhead. And then what I recommend adding to that, what I've added is our $14.95 home-based business supplement. And what that does now is covers my business. So now I can have the law firm write debt collection letters on behalf of my business. So if I've done business with someone and they haven't paid me, I don't get upset. I call my law firm. My law firm writes a demand letter on their letterhead, right? And demands payment, letting them know that if they don't pay, it's going to be a legal situation. Think about it. If you owe me $1,000 and you get a letter from a law firm that says we're about to take you to court and you know you owe me the $1,000, and now just because you've received a letter from a law firm, that now means you have to what? Defend yourself. So now you got to go hire an attorney. But you already know that you're in the wrong because you owe me the money.
Correct.
You're thinking to yourself, do I want to go pay for an attorney and still end up paying $1,000? What do you end up doing? You just
pay
pay
the
me what I owe?
$1,000.
Pay the
Yeah,
$1,000.
pay me what you owe, bro.
Every one of my customers that have had a home-based business plan that has had people owe their money has called me and said, Alistair, thank you. Because it eliminates the garbage, right? It just holds people accountable. It also will make sure they do contract and document review. So if you have contracts that you're engaging in with your business, you definitely want to have that home-based business plan. Now, if you have a business that has what I would say 5 or more employees, you're in a brick and mortar location, it's a bigger operation, there's some other business plans that I recommend. There's a $49 plan, there is a $89 plan, and a $189. And what that does, it gives you different use. It allows more users. So it could be you, your CEO, and your admin on the $49 plan. The $89 plan gives you, or $99 plan gives you 5 users.
Yes, because that's what I do. Because my executive,
Right.
they all have a part.
So that way you can allow other people to call in on your behalf.
Yes, and that's exactly what I do.
If you're running a business, you want to have that plan to where you can have people on your team be able to call in on your behalf.
All my executives are on it.
Right, to protect the company. So, yeah.
Wow.
And there's some other plans. I mean, if you're a commercial driver out there, there's a commercial driver plan to just protect.
Meaning if I own a truck?
If you are a CDLP driver.
Really?
Think about it.
I got a lot of trucking people that tune into the channel.
Well, let me tell you what. Think about this. If you're a CDLP driver, depending on where you're driving through, it's a lot easier for that city to get a bigger chunk of income from a truck driver fine than it is from a private vehicle fine.
Interesting.
A speeding ticket in a car is what? $200, $300. Speeding ticket in a semi is $800-900.
Really?
Yep. They target company things, right?
Oh, it makes sense.
Then there are what we call CSA laws, right? There are different laws that apply to CDLP are totally different than the laws that once you have a chauffeur's license, that's your income. Your income is dependent on that chauffeur's license.
Correct.
Right? You also have a gun owner supplement. So if you are a gun owner,
I need to get my strap too. You know, I need to get my strap.
Just in case.
Within a talk, because I need to get my strap.
Well, worst case, in case you have to use your strap, right? Let's say you have to defend yourself. That's now a legal situation. Well, your trial defense is covered once you have that CDLP plan. I mean that gun owner supplement plan.
So I know that I'm missing one plan, and that's that gun supplement. I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get myself right. I'm gonna get myself right. So again, thank you so much. Now, where can people find you? Are you on Instagram? Anywhere?
On Instagram, I'm Alistair.Edwards. So ALISTAIR.EDWARDS.
Yeah, and I'm gonna have the link too in the description for people to sign up.
Most definitely.
And so you can do 2 things. I want you to text the word legal. So text the word legal to 917-993-5238. Text the word legal, LEGAL. Text the word legal to 917-993-5238. You will be able to use that link to sign up today, and I will also have the link in the description. Thank you so much for coming through and really empowering and enlightening our community because we need this type of information.